Today, we're diving into a topic many of us struggle with: brain rot. Specifically, we're talking about how endless scrolling and overexposure to social media can leave us feeling mentally exhausted and unfocused. But don't worry, I'm here to help you cure that brain rot and help you reclaim that mental clarity. First, let's define what I mean by brain rot. And it's not a medical term, but it's a way many of us describe the feeling of our brains getting overloaded, foggy, and sometimes even burned out from constant digital input. It's that feeling when you've been on your phone mindlessly for hours and you can't just seem to focus anymore. Brain rot can show up as a mental fatigue, difficulties concentrating, or even a lack of creativity. It's a result of consuming too much low-value content like endless memes, clickbait, and even notifications without giving your brain the downtime that it really needs to recharge. In today's world, where social media is a huge part of our daily lives, it's important to recognize when we're falling into this trap. So if you ever feel overwhelmed by the constant barrage of information in your feed, you're not alone. There's a way out. Now, let's talk about the dangers of staying on social media for way too long. Research has shown that the excessive use of social media can lead us to reduced attention span. Our brains are wired to focus on one thing at a time, but constant scrolling and endless notifications can make it really hard to stay focused on those tasks. There's a strong link between the heavy use of social media and the feelings of anxiety, loneliness, and depression. Comparing ourselves to others, or FOMO, fear of missing out, can really take an impact on our mental health. Late night scrolling can disrupt our sleep patterns, which can lead to fatigue, irritability, and even long-term health problems. Not only that, guys, excessive use of social media can lead to cognitive overload. So too much going on in your brain. When we bombard our brains with too much information, we run the risk of digital burnout, a state where our brain is too overloaded to process important information efficiently. Listen guys, I've been there, and I know how easy it is to fall into these habits. But understanding these dangers is the first step towards taking control. Over the next few minutes, guys, I'll share practical tips on how to break free from your brain rot and start living a mindful and focused life. But before we jump into these conclusions, guys, let's take a moment to assess our own habits. So ask yourself, do you often lose hours to mindless scrolling? Are you constantly catching yourself checking notifications before bed or even during meals? And lastly, do you ever feel drained after a session of just being on your phone? If you answer yes to one or more of these questions, chances are you're experiencing early signs of brain rot. Recognizing these patterns is crucial because once you're aware, you can start making changes. All right, let's get into the good stuff. Practical strategies that are gonna help you cure that brain rot. Here are some actionable steps you can start implementing today, and which have personally worked for me in the past. The first thing I want you guys to do is have a digital detox. Designate some time in the day where you have no technology by you. You can start in small intervals. Preferably, you can start 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the evening, and then as you get by throughout the weeks, you can gradually increase it. Use that time to engage in activities that are gonna nourish your mind. For example, it could be something like reading a book, or going for a walk, or even hanging out with a family member. Number two, guys, I want you to curate your feed. Unfollow any accounts that do not add any value to your life. That means any Instagram profiles that has nothing to do or align with any of your goals. Instead, I want you to replace these accounts with people that inspire you and people that are gonna motivate you to be the best version of yourself. Even replace it with stuff with new skills that you can learn. For example, if you have an account that's talking about AI and you want to get into more learning about AI, which I think everybody should in general, do that. Or for example, you want to follow somebody like David Goggins. He's inspiring, he motivates you, he will get you right. Don't follow entertainment accounts or meme accounts that serve you no purpose. Number three, guys, I want you to set boundaries. I want you to turn off any non-essential notifications. Instead, guys, I want you to designate specific times for checking your social media so that way it cannot disrupt any of your day with any of the stuff you have to get done. Not only does this help reduce your digital overload, but it'll give you more time for any offline activities that you need to do. For example, that grocery shopping that you have to do maybe an hour ago, you could probably pause this video and go do it. Or you can play me and listen to me while you're on your car drive. Either way, I want you to get off the phone and go make that grocery shopping that you had to do. Number four, guys, I want you to practice some mindfulness and some meditation. Mindfulness has been shown as a powerful tool against brain rot. I want you guys to spend 5 or 10 minutes a day meditating or practicing some deep breathing exercises. Not only will these practices help clear your mind, but it would deeply enhance your focus. Number 5, guys, I want you to engage in offline activities. Yes, like I was referring back to the grocery shopping, that's one of them. Whether it's a hobby like painting, going outside for a walk, reading a book, or even hitting the gym, I want you to do something that's going to stimulate your mind. The key is to create a balance between digital and real world experiences. And lastly, guys, number 6, I want you to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Listen, never underestimate the impact of sleep, a well-balanced diet, and the gym itself. A well-rested, well-fed, and active body is gonna support a healthy mind. You're able to tackle on your goals for the rest of the day. And trust me, these will impact you over a long period of time. So the best thing I can recommend for you guys is try to get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep and eat food from home. Try to cook your meals a lot more. Meal prep if you have to. If you do have to get something fast, make a smarter choice. But don't make it a habit of just eating food from outside. You're more in control of the food you cook at home than you are from outside. Usually with the food from outside, you don't know how much they're putting of anything. And some of these labels, these nutrition facts, even at the store, they can be off by, I think, 20%. Your best bet is to control the food from home. Remember, curing brain rot is not about eliminating social media from your life. It's all about finding a balance that helps you stay informed and connected without sacrificing your mental well-being. Now, I'd like to lead you through a digital detox exercise. I know, sounds a little cheesy, but trust me on this. This is a simple 2-minute mindfulness exercise designed to reset your brain. Grab a comfortable seat, take a deep breath, and let us begin. Close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath in and breathe out. Now let your shoulders relax. Bring your attention to your breathing. Notice the sensation of air filling your lungs and then leaving your body. If your mind starts to slowly wander thoughts about your phone or social media, gently guide it back to your breath. Imagine that with every breath, you're releasing the clutter of the digital world. With each exhale, feel a sense of calm and clarity returning right back to you. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes and take in your surroundings. Notice how you feel, just a little bit more centered and a little bit more refreshed. So, how do you feel? Even a short break like this can help reduce the constant clutter that comes from digital input. Now, let's recap what we covered today. We started understanding what brain rot really is and the dangers of what social media can bring. From reduced attention spans and anxiety to disrupted sleep. We then moved into practical strategies like digital detoxes, curating your feed, setting boundaries, and engaging in offline activities. And finally, we tried a quick mindfulness exercise to reset your mental state. It's important to remember that changing habits takes time. Be patient with yourself and celebrate small victories along the way. Because trust me, it's gonna take some time. And the faster you start and the more persistent and consistent you are with it, the better you will get at it. It won't happen overnight, but I promise you guys, if you keep at it, you will cure it. The goal is not to bash social media, guys, but it's to use it towards your strength and use it as a way to enhance your life and not take away from your mental clarity. If you found these tips helpful, please give it a like and share this with someone who you know needs to cure their brain rot. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video on living a balanced and mindful life. Thank you so much for watching, and remember guys, a clear and mindful mind is just a few mindful steps away. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.